This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Darquez Denard there to make the tackle. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
First down, Arizona.
Murray now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Strip that ball.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hands up. Ladies. I got one. Here you go. Kick. Nice. Hey, orbit.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Going up top. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Move. Hands up.
Dalton, first and 10. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Corey Peters in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
You need key. Here we go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
3rd down. A shot here for Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Let's go, Corey. Bring it up.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check this guy with.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. Kill.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Left side here, caught by Clay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd and a couple, Murray out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Kyler Murray, a 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Johnson running right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 36, Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one covers 29 yards. First down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got it first and goal at the 7. From the gun, Murray. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 55, Mike, 55. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey,
Murray now, third and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kevin White, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6.
He's got a man. Complete. 39 yards there. A big one.
A gain of 39 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a first and 10. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey. 93, 52, 93, 44.
Dalton here from the gun. Going deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Nice pass that time by the number 1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He'll buy some time right, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Second down, Murray sets to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick six. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Bravo!
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Check. Here you go. 368. I'm scared. Check 9.
Throwing again on second down. Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On the toss, Mixon. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the safety creep.
And now to the air, Dalton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Time to go. Night.
Dalton. Buying time to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Andy Dalton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second and 5 now. Murray rolling to his right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
368.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Haywood.
Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st down, Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. William Jackson with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. His tight end Clay, the intended receiver. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. That 1st down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, wahoo!
Dalton now to pass. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
Interception, baby.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So we've reached halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breaker.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Corey Peters. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, Cam. Here we go, Cam. Come again. Here I come again. Hey, Echo. Check three. 43's the mic.
Now Dalton. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 76 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Bengals grab it, and they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Check, 43. Coming to you.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Hands up. Lady. 2-by-2. Move.
Strong right. 3 down.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Bullock's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard.
Here we go.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. Andy Isabella was the intended target. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll field this at the 5. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Slam, slam, slam. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18.
3 down, 3 down.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check, 43. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
They go again with Cannon. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Ladies! Get him! Get him! Get him!
Check safety, check safety.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Now Anderson. And now running. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Rodney Anderson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 43. To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. To throw is Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. It's our field. It's our field.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. You're out. Watch twist.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. His pass caught at the 4. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Just like that. Check 50.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Check 26.
Here we go with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will get him 1 closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Joe Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second down now, Mixon. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hands up! Lead!
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Hands up!
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. On the screen, this is Cannon. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Looking deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Out. 3 down.
And they take a knee. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like
pressure comes, and down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it'll bring up third down. The Cardinals on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Bengals grab it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Check, 43. Watch the pass.
And they will take a knee here. So this one